The world and American record in the women's 100-meter dash is held by Evelyn Ashford of the United States, who had a baby earlier this year and has not competed in 1985. In this race, we are going to see the persistent nemesis to Ashford in international competition, East Germany's Marlies Göhr, who can be called the most consistent women's 100-meter runner of all time. She has 11 of the 15 fastest non-wind-aided times on the world list. But she could be pushed in this race by 22-year-old Marina Zhirova of the Soviet Union, who will be running next to her in lane 7. Göhr in 8, Zhirova in 7. The American representative is Kathrene Wallace of the United States, a bit of an outsider. Grace Jackson of Jamaica is in lane 4, and she could have a shot, having finished second in the 200-meter run behind Marita Koch and ahead of Zhirova here. But this should be, Marty LaCory, a battle out in 7 and 8 between 27-year-old Marlies Göhr, called the sewing machine for her efficiency, of East Germany, and Zhirova next to her from the Soviet Union.
Well, you can almost bet that lane 8 will have the perfect race. Grace Jackson at 6 feet in the center of the track would like to be out there closer to the action. Hopefully she'll get third, but it would be better if she was closer to the Soviet and to Göhr.
Göhr with a good start. Excellent start for Kathrene Wallace of the United States, but now she's dropping back. Jackson coming on a little bit, but looking at Göhr, you can see why she has so many of the best times in the history of the event. She dominated the last 50 meters of the race. Zhirova of the Soviet Union was able to come on and get second place. Jackson was third, but it was another virtuoso performance for Marlies Göhr.
Well, I don't know about that, Jim. I think Grace Jackson may have been second. Let's watch. She's in the blue, tall. She's 6 feet, 136 pounds. She'd be tall even for a male sprinter, but she did get a great start. That's Grace Jackson in the center of the track. The Soviet athlete Zhirova did not get out quick enough. Göhr in lane 8 in control of the race here. Grace Jackson very fluid on the inside, starting to stretch out, and I would think that on the lean, Grace Jackson would be able to get the second place. Zhirova coming on. Look at the lines on the track. I take it. Oh.
You don't take it back?
No, I'll stick with Grace Jackson. I think her shoulder got it.
We'll wait to see what the official results are. They come up momentarily. But there, meanwhile, is Marlies Göhr.
Well, what the officials are looking for here is whose torso came over the line first. It looks as if the Soviet in red is ahead, even a yard before the tape. But the 6-foot Grace Jackson leans in, turns her body, and gets that right shoulder over the finish line first.
Well, you were right. Grace Jackson is officially placed second, Zhirova third. Marlies Göhr will be back later to anchor the East German sprint relay team.